the recipe to cook up some cards. Can you help me out a little bit here?
Yeah, so I studied the Sorare blog extensively.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the recipe for each of the different types of things that we can make.
Excellent.
To start, would you like to make a star limited?
Yes, I would.
Of course, right? That's going to require 500 yellow essence.
Okay. Let me just convert that from ounces here. Okay. Ooh, that might have been too much.
He's not been practicing.
What's new? I think I need a little more for a star there.
Well, you need to follow the recipe. 500.
Okay. Does that seem right?
That seems about right, yeah. Now, I was always under the impression that a recipe had multiple ingredients.
Usually,
otherwise,
yeah.
Otherwise, you're eating or drinking the thing.
Right, it's just the food.
Yeah, so you're going to be drinking some essence today, I guess. Let's make the rare. How about milestone 3, 100 rare?
I feel like I'd be more willing to gamble. Well, all right, I'll do that. Sure. Just remind everyone when they are cooking their essence, do like safety first. Like you don't.
Do you have a pair of like safety goggles or glasses or something that you can put on while brewing up these potions?
To be honest, I was looking for one, and I thought it would be fine. And to be honest, the chemicals are kind of getting to me a little bit.
Are those goalkeeper gloves?
I mean, they're the safest gloves in the world, right? I mean, it's a football card I'm trying to craft here. So, yeah. Does that look like enough essence for a level 3?
Yeah, I think that'll get the job done. That'll get you a tier 3 at worst.
Right.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and get that super rare one going. In fact, super rares haven't actually been that great. So maybe just mix the poop colored one with the blue.
See, I would, but I don't own any uniques. This is actually just display. I think you may have to take over on the unique one, but I'll do a super rare one. Do you think it's more reasonable, because I don't win a lot of super rares, that I should actually wait until I can reach a tier 1 in like 15 years, or just like hit the level 3 and just hope that my 1% gets there?
You know what? I think you build the level 1, you get your 20 essences, and you're good to go.
You're good to go. All right.
Yeah.
So actually, don't even need that much. It's spilling all over the place.
I didn't really study the unique ones because I didn't see the blog or whatever for it. Are they in the blog, the unique ones?
Where the hell did you get the recipe then?
I don't know. I'm mixing some essence that I have here, and I'm just going for it.
Do you have to drink the whole thing?
Isn't there like a challenge there if I drink enough of this, or I have to drink like the whole quart or gallon or something in like an hour?
And then you get your tier 1 unique?
Something like that.
Something like that. I suppose. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers.
And good luck with the rest.
Welcome to the SorareAndrews show, where we talk fantasy football, but you never know. We'll start with the game, but we'll soon go straight on topic discussions that replay. We'll analyze the teams, the formation and goals, but in no time we'll digress into other roles, talking about our favorite foods and the shows we've seen. Our opinions aloud, and our voices on me. It's the SorareAndrews show. Anything goes, from fan football to rock and roll. We may start with the pitch, but it's just a small part. We'll venture off topic, let the conversation spark. It's the SorareAndrews show.
Hello and welcome into the SorareAndrews show. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. I still can't even fix my camera here. For the record, that's the most I've ever prepared for a show. I've been doing this for hours. I can't even fix my camera here. Andy,
I was disappointed. You didn't have an Essence cam. You know, you had the pineapple cam the one time. You didn't have an Essence cam.
I thought about it, and I was just like, you know what? What the hell is going on here? We'll just do it, and this is going to bother me now. Anyway, are you going to drink that entire thing of chocolate milk?
It's not that much.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not that much. Look at us completely not fully talking about everything before this, and we both bring like mason jars. What the hell do I?
Oh, you had mason jars out there?
What do you mean out there?
I don't know. Yeah, out there. It just seemed like the right thing, the easy thing to,
Agreed.
you know, it's glass. There's no labels on it.
Anyway, thanks everyone for coming in. I feel bad because we did change the topic today. Looking for Food was in here 3 hours early that said, I hear trickle-down effect and can't help but think of British politics, which I assume is a funny joke, but I'm not really up to speed on that. Essence seems good. We've got a ghost here on the silver, and then Bob Franklin, bronze on the podium. Thanks, everyone. Bob said, Essence seems a little too good based on the Euro boxes. You would think they're going to have to nerf those numbers for normal comps. We'll see. Tom said, that was my first impression too. I thought they would stay in line with odds to get cards in boxes. But in limited premium, it's 0.25% for a tier 4 or a 10% chance to get 20 Essence doesn't stack up. I feel like people think that it'll be easier to get to craft cards than maybe I do. Bob said, will some managers decide to only play champion to have a 100% chance of champ cards from Essence? I didn't take it that you got 100%. I thought it was like, is it 100%? Like if you don't, I guess if
you have the blog up.
Play champ, then maybe. I don't know. Tom said, if anything, it feels punishing for hitting the low percentage odds to get the tier 3 or T4 cards. Ricky said, it looks like I'm going to have to play rivals now to get more opportunity to win Essence. We will talk about that. Don't worry. If you guys thought that we were just here to joke around about Essence, you are sorely mistaken. We are having a legitimate conversation at some point. Maybe. Sorare Juju, what's up? Mike Basson going to miss the start, but hopefully be in about halfway to catch up. Boy, if there was a bad start to miss, that was it. Surface, good morning. CM Star Essence. Feels like we may be heading back to the old common days where you'll need 5 stars to compete. Percentage seems a bit generous. Yeah, see, I don't know. Maybe we just didn't do the math, Andy, which is certainly possible. Cyber Shake, Sorare Scout, Blue Tomatoes, what's up? Scosmo, Dream Oblivion, thank you for coming in. Ricomon, Boudwine, 93 Acres. Oh, it's a lot of people. Beakers, people, Beakers. Yeah, I looked for one. Oh, I'm sorry. I did forget the wine. Damn.
Yeah.
I brought out the Kool-Aid. I almost went out and got these. Are these 3 Gatorades and a Coke? No. They're limited Essence.
Urine.
Essence.
Urine.
It's not.
Dude, something's wrong with your pee. Something is really wrong with your pee.
It's not apple juice. I don't even like apple juice. This is Gatorade.
Apple juice is all right.
Yeah, this is Gatorade. KB, drink it for a chance to turn into Mbappe. You don't get a card, Andy.
What's the black unique liquid that you have there?
It's chocolate milk, which you can tell is I have most of the chocolate on the bottom. It was like, I don't know what your I see you're a dry chocolate person, not a syrup. Before you think that this is an insult, I grew up on that and I prefer it over the syrup. But my family, God bless them, disagrees because they're wrong. So usually it's like you can't put in that much chocolate for how much milk, but this was literally like 2x chocolate to 1 milk, and it's just like sludge. Anyway. Steve Chapman, does anyone know whether Essence acquired through the Premier League, La Liga, or Bundesliga will count towards champ Essence or league-specific Essence? I don't know.
Great question.
That is a great question.
That's the one thing in the announcement that I'm a little bit like, I don't know if they'll pull that one off perfectly. It just seems very ambiguous. Like it's not like your Essence is going to have labels on them. Like I don't think that you're going to have like your contender essences and So it's a big unknown.
I thought I agree with you on that. But I feel like surely you should know your percentages of getting a card from a specific region, since that's where you get it from, or like that's where you earn it from, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the tracker is, what the progress bar will look like for Essence.
Right. I mean, there'll be no way to like tell whether that's working correctly or not. It'll just be like, well, I guess if you only play like champion and you get a contender card, then we'll know. But
right, because I think as long as you don't only play one competition, meaning if you only play champion and you get a contender card, I think then you could be like, But I think as long as you play one other, then they have the fallback of like, no, we never said 100%. And so, yeah, 70% was the number that I remember them talking about. Skazmo said it's not individual league essence. The essence is tracked to where it was won and will contribute as a percentage towards the prize pool. The problem is, Skazmo, like there are individual leagues where you can win the essence. So yeah. Andy, we made a lot of fun of Essence last week. You made a lot of fun. Have you decided to change your mind and decide to love it now, like I did this whole time?
I'm insulted. I was the biggest stan of Essence of all time. I was totally supportive of all of these things.
I was confusing that show with Peter and Mike, who they were the ones who made fun of it. My fault.
Right.
Sorry.
Of course.
And Keith.
Yeah. You got to remember who you're talking to. Big Zelda guy here, you know?
Oh, that's
I'm the Zelda guy, right?
Of course. My fault. Yeah. So now that we have some details, what do you think?
Well, I think you should be the one telling us what you think, because you were also one of the biggest supporters of Essence that I have ever seen. Like even Nicholas was liking tweets that you had out there about Essence.
Yeah, he was kind of like, whoa, enough with the enthusiasm. Like we need to
pump the brakes.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful. Like I've said from like the moment they announced it, and it's a great strategy part of the game now, which people in Discords that I'm in are already talking about, which is great. Kind of like, when do you do we still have a use your essence? Did they give us the verb? I really don't want to speak incorrectly about this.
I think they used the word claim. How does claiming work? Right.
But I meant like like you claim a card.
Yeah, whenever you reach a milestone, you can choose to claim a card or continue accumulating essence for a higher milestone.
Okay, so like once you've accumulated your essence, what's the verb to then turn that into? You use it to craft?
No, you go to the factory and you claim.
Right, but that's how you get your essence. I don't think you claim the card from your essence.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the FAQs, which.
We're going to need to know a little more about this factory.
Claiming is restricted to the height, right? Yeah. Maybe it is claim. You cannot claim 5 cards from one milestone. Okay, maybe that's what it is. So a lot of people talk about whether you claim it at step 1, 2, through whatever it is. PSU fans calling everyone morons who would ever think of doing it before the top level.
Mm-hmm. I think that some very intelligent people in this community, like I know Surface and his brother, Peter probably, are going to come up with EV calculations that will tell you what is the quote unquote correct thing to do. But I like to gamble. So we'll see.
So I think the part of it is giving you an incentive to only play champion.
Sure.
And that seems bad, because don't they kind of want everyone to play everything?
Yeah, I mean, in the end, what are we going to do? Are we going to sell all of our contender cards? No. So like even I think Sean even mentioned like I'm just gonna try to get champion ones. It's like, no, you're not. You're not. That's
I mean, you
not
could
happening.
try.
Right. You can just not play, but yeah, you're not doing that. So good luck. Yeah, I honestly that mechanism's brilliant because you guys brought it up on that original show that where you guys were talking about Essence, and that was a big problem. How are you going to ensure that people don't just try to get champion cards or whatever? And as long as that works properly, that's a good mechanism.
Yeah, I think one of the suggestions was for Essence to have like an expiration, so it's like however many months until like from when you got it, and that gets kind of messy because if you have, I mean, you win it every game week and it doesn't, or maybe it would reset, but being able like capping it at 550,
right,
I think makes total sense, and you can hold it for as long as you want and craft
well,
your
the other
card when
piece,
you want to.
the other important piece that they put in there was you can't go back and you can't gather 550 and then claim the first milestone 5 times or 10 times or 40 times or whatever.
Yes.
So you can't just go try to accumulate a bunch of new in-season cards. You can only you only get the one claim or whatever.
Right.
Now the question is,
really...
I assume it goes all the way back down to 0. Once you pass on one of those, you have to choose the next one. Is that how it works?
If you pass on,
right. So if I accumulate 20 essence and it pops up and it's like, hey, do you want to claim? And I say no, I can't choose milestone 1 anymore. I think that's correct.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, they said something like that in the.
I guess so I took that as, I guess I just didn't think about it. So yes.
So it says, how does claiming work? Whenever you reach a milestone, you can choose to claim a card or continue accumulating essence for a higher milestone. However, claiming is restricted with the highest milestone reached. So whatever milestone you're at, that's what you get.
Yeah, so I guess the way that I was thinking of it is you can't claim 5 cards from the first milestone, but what if you could claim first, second, and third? But they're saying no, fuck off.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing there.
Which I think makes sense. It keeps you you're either going for more or you're taking that right there. You're not accumulating the bottom one or something.
Right. Yeah. Which I think is fine. I mean, once you pass level 1, like, are you really going to at some point be like, man, I wish I could go back?
Well, if new in-season cards just come out, you might say, I wish I could go back.
I mean, do you really with like at the lowest level?
I mean,
you're always going to get new season cards.
Right, but new in-season cards right now are not in-season cards.
Fair.
But if you waited until August to claim 10 of these, then yeah. But the way they did it is good. You can't do that. You can just take one.
Rigamon said, I think they need to allow you to be able to claim the last one you went past. So like you can always claim 4 until you can claim 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't
so
know
it's
if
not like you say no to 4 and then you just literally can't do anything until you get to 5.
Right. Yeah, that's a long wait probably.
Right. Ricky said, could I get to the 550 limit and then stockpile boxes?
Not open the boxes.
But like, what's the benefit to doing that? Like, why not just get the card?
Well, if you're waiting for new in-season cards to come out. Yeah. So like if it's July and you have a box or you've reached the limit, maybe just wait until the new ones come out.
And then hopefully when you open all of your boxes, get 300 more and then you can get, I don't know.
It's a great idea. I don't think anybody's going to be able to accumulate that much essence though before the start of the season.
I mean, they can next year. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah. Not opening boxes. It's like those people who like buy boxes of like trading cards and they just don't open them. I think you guys are psychos.
Yeah, that's smart though. He might have just kind of like cracked the model right there.
Yeah, because you could claim level 4 on like 495 points and then get 5 more and claim level 4 again. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe. Does this, let's see, Skazma said, I guess Sorare could nerf that by managing the supply percentage odds of essence as the year goes on and it's distributed. Yeah, I mean, they can nerf anything they want.
Right. Yeah, do you think that the numbers that they showed for the Euros are going to stay, or do you think that they're going to be vastly different?
I think they'll be different. Vastly, I don't know. These are the rare ones. Are they the same, to be honest? I actually didn't even know. Look.
I didn't look at the other scarcities. But judging how things normally are, rares will be the best, and then everything else will just kind of like, trail behind.
Let me see. Can I pull the limited up here?
And then we know that the super rare one's going to be complete crap.
It's just empty.
Right, there's no prizes. Sorry, since we're not talking about super rares, I got to take these little pot shots every chance I get.
We can talk about it. All right, let's see. I really don't want to. Hold on, this is limited. Yeah, I think they're the same. Yeah, they're all the same, percentage-wise. Why do you think we need to separate the market credits like this?
I don't know. It's dumb. What do you think about a level up being worth, quote unquote, more than 5 card essences?
I don't know.
I feel like they've given out so many level ups at this point that they've like completely killed any value that like you could consider a level up having.
How many have you used? All yours?
I can't really use them anymore.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't really use them. Like I use them all on all my good cards. Like, if you want me to go through and start leveling up all my Fred Emmings, I can go do that. You won't have anyone to talk to for the next 40 plus minutes, but I can go start leveling up my level 9 Freds to level 12.
Right. But like, not all your cards are 20s. Is it just that you don't want to level up from 9 to 12?
No, I don't care about that, and I've done that. But like, I think like my Ricky Pooge in season cards, I already used level ups on all of those. Like anything that I use regularly has had level ups already applied to it.
Gotcha. All right, that's fair. Rikamon said, would you prefer 2 shots at 50% of a tier 1 or star, or 1 shot at a guarantee star or tier 1?
I like 2 shots. 2 shots. Give me 2 shots.
What do you think? Do you think they'll tell us the tier 1 and star distribution percentage? Like they say, like you get a shot at a star or tier 1, and they're like, it's 99% a tier 1.
No, it's 50%. 50%.
Is it 50
each? Yeah. Yeah. It says it on the blog.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go
right.
into
My fault.
Larry, did you not read the pitch notes? You're over here brewing up all this essence, and it's like you didn't even read it.
You know what's funny about the pitch notes is that I almost always skip the graphics because I actually find the graphics tend to be more confusing than the words. I'm a word guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although our friend Sean thought that the wording was very confusing, despite him being the only person who was confused about it.
Yeah, I like the gamble on a few of these. Like the milestone 3 does not seem like it'll take too incredibly long to get to, and 50% of the tier 3s, there's still some good tier 3s out there, and then you still have the shot at a star. I don't know. I like that. It's a fun little gamble.
4% feels big, even though it's really not.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel that big, but I mean, 10% for a tier 1's not bad.
No,
I like the way that they design this because it baits you into like it's gonna bait me into like when I get 50, I'm gonna be like, fuck, should I just go for it now?
no matter how much content will be created about how it is absolutely optimal, without question, to either go to 250 or 500, people are going to get to each level before that, and they'll be like, all right, I'll just do it.
Right. They're going to be like, hey, it took me 3 months to get here. Do I really want to wait another 3, 4, 5 months to get to 250? Nah, I'm going for it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Rigamon said, I think milestones 3 and 4 are the 2 best options. I mean, milestone 4 is like 50% of a star or tier 1. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You can, I mean, in like Peter, Sam, they're going to have an answer for what is the best, because with guesstimating valuations for those tiers, you can come up with the most, correct decision to make.
Sam's asking if Sorare data can work on a feature where we get the average value of a reward pool. Now with Essence is the first time where it would be really useful to have it ahead of time or in real time. The problem is we don't you can estimate the value of the pool, but you can't estimate the rewards that are distributed before they're distributed.
Not only that, you don't know what types of essence they have. Do they have champion essence? Do they have contender essence? That's another variable in there that has to be considered.
I think my favorite thing is going to be the number of people who win like 50 essence in the first game week. Like they get enough boxes and they just like hit it and they get like 2 20s and a 10. And they're like, I'm going to 500. And then they just stop winning like higher essence. It's going to be great. Like we've said all along, this is a great idea and it's just perfectly implemented.
It is fun. Like the idea of like the idea of like trying to figure out which one of these to do is fun.
Yeah. And who knew that like essence was something that could be counted?
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Who knew?
Well, I don't think I would have figured that you can't count it.
Really?
Yeah.
When are you counting essence? Before today?
I'm not, but like I would like if you would have asked me, do you think you can count essence? My answer is always going to be yes.
No, I don't think it is yes.
Well, I mean, we kind of counted it earlier. We quote unquote measured it. We put 20 essence into that glass that you're drinking out of.
I don't think before today we would have done that. But now that they've given us the recipe, now we know you can.
Hatlingen says you can smell it. Can you? Can you?
Sure can.
It smells like pee.
No, that's this one. You keep... Gotta bring that to the doctor later. And it's based on how strong it smells. No, I think... Matthew's got some math for us, I think. For 500 essence, the chance of at least 1 star tier 1 for the milestone is 53% after 5 attempts and 75% for milestone 4 after 2 attempts. I don't have any idea what that means.
Neither do I. I thought it was just 50% on each.
Yeah, isn't it just, yeah. Why are we talking about attempts? And for 500, it's 100% star or tier 1.
Right. Unless was it different for oh no, all the scarcities are the same. What about the unique ones? You need 20, 100, or is that 300?
300.
300 unique. How many tier 1 uniques is Pranksy going to end up with?
Why do they just make this game so easy for people who play uniques? I don't get it. Who's giving them stuff?
Pranksy is going to be swimming in uniques. And, it's funny that you mentioned that because, like, going back to where I wanted to talk about super rares today, how have they never, and why have they never in any of their, like, game redesigns been like, let's just make super rare the best? Why
I
have
think-
they never just been like,
That's a great.
we've neglected super rares for 6 years now. Let's go ahead this time. This one time that we redesigned the game, let's make super rare best.
So I think there's a reasonable explanation for that, in that monetarily it's just way too hard for enough people to compete there.
Okay.
Like, it's too expensive. And so like basing your game around that feels like you're just telling most people like this game is not for you.
Yeah, but unique rewards have always been outstanding.
No, that you couldn't even win a unique until like last year.
That doesn't mean it was not great. You were winning. That was the only place you could win star
you could
super
win star
rares,
super rares,
and you could win boatloads of ETH.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Scosmo said, "Why have they separated uniques but not separated super rares?" Scotsman's been saying that for like a long time, that like super rare is really just way different. And not that I ever disagreed with him, but I agree with him more now than ever. It's just a totally different game, and it's treated like it's the same.
What does he mean by separated?
Like that the rules are literally different.
In regards to
Essence.
Oh, okay. Like, gotcha. You need less of it.
But also, like, you didn't always need 5 uniques to enter unique competitions. You could always go down.
Right.
Like, the rules were always a little different.
You only need 3.
Right.
Yeah, and like all-star unique, you still only need 3.
That's crazy. They never changed that.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't they say that was going to 4? And then, yeah, there was like a few other little changes. Yeah.
Andy, I'd like you to answer this as you finish your unique essence there. Cameron said, "I don't know what essence is. Can you explain it in 30 seconds, please?"
Yeah, they're like...
Hold on. I'm going to time you.
In 30 seconds?
Yeah. Go.
Fuck. So they're like these... They're like these, like... It's like this liquid that you can get from playing a fantasy football game, an NFT fantasy football game. You get this liquid, you open it up out of a box. You win the boxes by playing the fantasy game. Once you get enough of this essence, you can reach 5 different milestones. Once you reach one of those milestones, you can decide whether or not you want to cash them in for a chance at
Quick follow-up. What is the box made out of that this essence comes in? Because I feel like a liquid can't go in a cardboard box, or else
it's a wooden box for sure.
Wooden box, okay.
Yeah, like a treasure
chest. The wood doesn't rot at all?
Well, I mean, like treasure chests like go underwater, and like pirates have them out there, and it's like buried treasure in the sea, and then people find it.
That was an absolutely tremendous answer to that question.
What can I say?
Pirate.
I will say, you putting me on the spot and having to define what essence is in 30 seconds was like the most terrifying thing I've ever had to do. So we're pirates.
Essence is just a fancy loyalty program.
Yeah. Well, not really. That's what coins are. Coins are.
He didn't say a barrel. He said a box.
Yeah.
But that's fine too. It's not really a loyalty program though, because it's literally a reward. Like we're winning these.
Yeah, like a reward, like a credit card rewards program.
Yeah, I guess that's a loyalty program. All right, that's fair. Cameron, yes, you save it and then you hand it. You
turn it.
You use it to claim cards in your factory. Scosmo's right there. It comes in capsules in the box.
Right. Yeah, it's not just like pouring out of the box.
Yeah,
it's in a capsule.
That would be stupid.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a picture. I don't want to.
Actually, it's more of like a video. It's like an animated.
This is super rare essence. Actually, that might be unique.
Yeah, that's unique. Yeah.
But then, there it is. You know what I actually don't like about this graphic is that the capsule's moving, but the liquid is not. The essence is not.
Oh yeah, it should be like slooshing around in there.
Right.
Hmm.
Like this.
Unless
Look at this.
Laird, unless the essence is actually not really like a liquid and it's actually like a gas. Or some weird thing like it's antimatter or something and it's like enclosed in this capsule. And that's why it's not slooshing around.
Oh man, you are onto something here, Andy Black.
Hmm.
No wonder.
Yeah,
it's
or
so bad.
like Germ said, it could just be Jello.
Could be. Oh, it's not gas anymore. It's just All Star. There we go. Only Psychos called it gas, by the way.
Yeah.
It's Spice from the Dune movies. I never saw the Dune movies, so.
Surface had a good point he made.
Yes.
Go up a little bit. And I think what he's talking about is a chance at a card. So one thing one thing no one is really talking about is the ugly side of Essence. For example, before a super rare premium box had a 5% chance at a card. Now it has a 1% chance at a card. Not great, Bob. What's your take?
I don't think practically that. I mean, obviously there is a difference between 1% and 5%, but it feels like Sorare was never really comfortable giving cards in boxes, and that they would rather people just.
What were we talking about there anyway? A tier 5?
Like for a card?
Yeah.
I don't even know where to look for that. Let me see.
Which blog do you have to look?
No. I'm just going to go like back to an actual prize pool. So this is May 21 through 27. And let's see what. How do we do this again? Hold on, leader. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, for super rare at least, I guess it wasn't. Yeah, I mean that's 5% total for a card, 1%
Gotcha.
for a tier 2 in super rare. Rickamon said, "Isn't it technically 11% as 10% of 20 essence that gives you a card?"
Has anyone done the math and made sure that the percentages all add up to 100%?
Ooh, that would be tricky. Yes, all of my lineups are named after fruit. Every single one of them.
I've never changed the name of a lineup.
Yeah, I'll show you. Cherry, banana, guava, watermelon, strawberry, they're all here. I don't understand how you would keep track of your lineups.
You just chuck them in there. Does Sorare data pull the lineup names out?
I'm gonna probably show something I shouldn't.
Oh, dude, I love baiting you into like showing new features. It's like
H&E used to do it all the time, and I did it once and felt like I was going to get fired as soon as the stream ended. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up here. Although with the contest now, we'll see. But anyway, the answer to that is soon. Yeah.
Very nice. I'll probably start using it once that happens.
Once that happens?
Yeah. Got some great ideas for team names.
I mean, you can do it now.
Yeah, but I check my lineups on Sorare data, so like when am I ever going to see that? Like I might get a little laugh from myself during the hour-long lineup input session, but I'd rather
this is for laughs.
I'd rather pull it up on Sorare data and just be like, heh. Team Thunderfuck. Let's go.
I'm not going to show all of this, but I will show, like, this is what it'll look like. So you'll see Challenger Super. I have mango, banana, and pineapple, and then which division they're in.
It is cool.
But you didn't see that from me.
Right. It is good that you guys are pulling that in.
I mean, of course. Of course. She's magic.
Maybe not. The team names really, but pulling which division you're in is important.
Halogen said, I'm just reading through the pitch notes now. Quote, you will soon be able to cook. I mean, we're not messing around here. I mean, this is a very serious show here.
I am still, I've got to come back to this. We're cooking essence in a factory.
I really wish they had said lab.
Just get the terms right, boys. Come on. Come on.
Lab was where we needed to go. But I mean, whatever. Is this the actual factory right here? This is what it looks like. Is the inside very shiny?
That looks more like almost like a locker room to me.
You know what it really looks like to me is, have you ever gone to one of those like VR places where you no? Oh man, I wonder.
Like a laser tag place?
Yeah, but they do it with VR like goggles now.
Okay.
And it's basically just like this wide open room because like with the glasses on, you're in like a world and you're like walking around, and that's what that looks like. And I think I might have a video.
Do they have like when you're playing those VR games, do they have pass through so you can actually see what's in front of you too? Or is it just like all VR? Like, are you completely immersed or can you see like your surroundings as well?
You are completely immersed.
That seems bad. Like you don't run into shit?
Well, it's like this Sorare Industries factory. It's just like a wide open space. You can see other people. Like there's a
okay.
Yeah. You can see people.
Okay. But you can't see the walls, or when you get close to the walls, do you get like a little web or outline?
Yes. Okay. You get like a warning that you're too close to the walls.
Yeah. I wonder how many people have just completely like destroyed themselves just running into a wall trying to get away from something.
It's harder than you'd think.
Do they have padded walls?
How do I share this?
Or do they have like spikes on them?
The walls?
I could see you going either way on that. Padded walls or spikes?
No. Here, hold on. I wonder if I can. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this up. Because it's.
Rico Man said it looks like a reused fitness center graphic. Did kind of look like a fitness center. But we'll call it a factory. We'll call it a factory.
It's a factory, yeah. Hold on. So this essence crafting doesn't involve burning, right? It does not involve burning.
Well, unless you overcook your essence.
Yet? All right, here we go. Hold on. So this was the Sorare data team in Lyon doing an AR thing. Can I see this? Oh yeah, here we go. So can I zoom in a little bit? There we go. So that's just all of us like walking around with the goggles on. And this is what you do. Like,
is it co-op? Are you guys on teams or?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah. But like, it's a big open space just like that. And
so, sorry, I just want to complete kind of understanding. Like, is it an open space or there's obstructions in the game and you're ducking behind them, or like
so the obstructions are in the game. It's not in real life. So yes, there are things you can like hide behind, but it's only in
right.
It's only virtual.
This isn't real life, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy, do you think this is the beginning of burning cards?
I mean, it could be, but I don't know. It's still very, very different from card burning. So
Yeah.
the mechanism, I guess, would be you burn card for essence, then you use essence to get new card.
Ricomon said, when I tried, this is the VR stuff, I went to lean on a wall that didn't exist. So that's how you can fall down.
Yeah.
Or you like go to push a door and you're like, ah.
Yeah, I could imagine there's lots of injuries. Like that place has, I assume you had to sign some release form or something.
Oh, it was a mile-long paper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got to
Of course,
cover
you're like,
your
oh, yeah,
bases.
sure, yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one was we were all on a team and we were trying to kill a bunch of zombies. And then the next one was like 4-on-4, 5-on-5, and then just kill each other.
Yeah. The head-to-heads doesn't seem that fun, but like co-op, fighting against zombies and having to like complete objectives or whatever as the zombies are coming at you seems like it could be super fun.
So honestly, they were both really fun.
Yeah.
One of them was capture the flag. Yeah.
That seems dangerous. You got this VR flag that you're running with, trying to get back to your base.
I know what you're saying, but no, it's not. No, I think once you grabbed it, it was like on you, and so you didn't have to like hold the flag and run.
Yeah, but still, you're not walking back with that. You're running, right?
Well, it was not that you were like in a maze, but it's not like you were in a wide open field. So like you still had to like go through hallways and doors and stuff. So there are things that like slow you down.
What does the game do if I just keep running?
If you just keep running, you can't. Yeah, I assume you just don't advance, and you probably have a notice on there that's like, you're an idiot, stop doing that.
Yeah, but you just keep running and then you turn as you're running.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta break the game.
That's probably part of the thing that you signed, and if you do that, you're just like, all right, you're out. Pavel can go at 250 star limiteds at a 1-to-1 rate. Oh, that's if every card burned equals 1 essence. That even seems like too much. Yeah, I agree. That's too much. And somebody's saying we have new NBA cards? For what? Playoffs? I don't know. But yeah, as like, championship chase. Oh, here we go, Andy. Sorry, we're going to break for a quick
breaking news.
NBA. Yeah, they're fine. They're cool.
What's different?
This thing. That thing.
Hmm. Oh, and the one guy's like doing something.
That's
like
his celebration card. Is he pulling his jersey? Yeah, he is. Love OG. I think I don't know. I think they could have gone a little crazier. I like
the Jason Tatum arm cross. It's great.
Yeah. Z, I'm sorry, Andy's trying to have a VR experience through.
Not true. I'm gonna play Beat Saber as soon as this is over. I'm just gonna start playing Beat Saber. So
I'm not going this year. 2025 All-Star Game, MLS All-Star Game. We'll all get together and do some VR stuff. That's all. When does Essence start right away? It does, right?
You're not this weekend though, right?
Sorry, yeah, Euros.
As soon as Euros start, yeah.
Which I have like no lineups for anyway. So.
Do you have no goalkeepers?
I have some Copa goalkeepers. I don't have any Euros goalkeepers.
Can you win Essence in Copa?
I assume in any of these competitions from now on.
Yeah.
Copa does feel like a little bit of an afterthought with these contest dates and whatnot.
Yeah, which that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, the game's mostly like a Euro game, but yeah, I've got weird stuff where like I've got all right Copa cards, and then like just like no goalkeepers really in the Euros.
Yeah,
Euros goalkeepers are hard to hard to get. They're expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at both of these tournaments as like, if I have cards, I'll play them, and if I don't, I'm not trying very hard.
I have enough. I've got enough outfield players. I did go out and buy a what's his Dubravik, which he's probably going to Saudi or something, but whatever. I got a goalkeeper for $100 to
wait. The Newcastle guy, Dubravka.
Yeah.
How much did you want that card, and how much was it just Scosmo telling you that he was there and he was cheap?
No,
I feel like Scosmo's been on the Dubravka.
Dylan that told me to bomb.
Who?
Dylan was the one that told me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I was like, I need a cheap goalie. He's like, well, this guy could be all right. The group's kind of soft. It's like, all right, give him a shot. With full expectation that card's probably going to 0, but whatever. We pay for a little bit of entertainment, right?
I mean, aren't they all? Janssen said Olympics.
Don't you say that? Don't you ever say that, Laird?
No, sorry. Now that we have Essence, they can't possibly.
Yeah.
Rigamon said, I think it's Euro only. We remind you that Essence will be added to our core competitions when those international special Yeah, but isn't this an international special competition?
Well, Copa might not get a special tournament.
Yeah, it does say only European right now. Oh, but Copa starts the week after. That's why. I was just looking here. How about Challenger being open? Let's go. MLS and Contender.
Oh, I thought you meant for this weekend. I was like,
no.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
14, 19.
That's such a buzzkill that Challenger's not open this weekend. What is it, 8 teams instead of 10? Yeah, I get they got to follow the rules, but come on, that sucks.
Oh, come on.
Come on, that sucks.
It's a bummer.
Now I started looking at lineups earlier today, and like for this weekend, it's like playing an all-star just seems like I'm going to get crushed by Mbappe's and friendlies and whatever. So I think cap mode might be the sweet spot where like I can stay away from the killers.
So Harry and I talked about this a little bit earlier on the game week preview, but the all-star being single entry is a real bummer because like there are people with like if you have MLS cards, like if you have a heavy MLS gallery, my guess is you could probably make a few lineups this game week.
Yeah, you mean like somebody that owns lots of STL and Kansas City cards? Yeah.
Yeah. So having one is kind of a bummer. And then, I mean, the cap modes can just be like so restrictive that you're just going to end up with a bunch of good cards that they're like, no, you have utility. And it's like, yeah, but you got my one goalkeeper doesn't play or whatever it is.
270. I love 270 because it does feel like you can still put really in there. Yeah. You can put really good lineups in there.
Yeah. That's fair. And if you have Clint Irwin, then you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's just assuming it's going to be Clinton and not Fred. I mean, who knows, right?
It's a good point. Good point.
Although they were saying Fred might play striker because I think all their forwards
because everybody's gone. Pookie and Lod. Does Fred make the bench?
He hasn't even really been. I don't think he's really even been playing much with Minnesota too. So, we can hope.
Yeah.
Although if he makes the bench, then don't they start minting his cards again? So maybe I don't want that.
Does he not have cards this year?
No.
Ooh.
Finally, they turned off the printing press.
Shortman Fred Emmings, let's go. Finally, they turned off the printing press.
That one didn't go too well. That. Well, it's not over until his.
Yeah, it's not over.
Yeah, it's not over until his career's over. But what my bigger point is like there's no real big premium on U23 goalkeepers, and there's not really even like a special premium on goalkeepers at all anymore either. So,
Andy, I was watching a video earlier today with Harry Trades and Quinny about how great U23 is, including the fact that it's the multi-entry.
It can be great. It can be totally great. But I'm just saying that like when you look at goalkeeper prices. It used to be like Diogo Costa was like 10 grand for a rate. Like and now it's like, right. It's like, oh, he's like a regular goalie now. He's like worth $100. Oh, okay. So like the whole idea of like
he aged out. That example.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Horrible example. My greater point is I'm going to resell these Freds when he gets a starting job for less than I originally bought the Freds for.
I mean, it's kind of what Sorare is.
Yeah. I guess.
I think I've asked you this before, and I guess it really hasn't changed. Did we ever figure out like what percentage of the total volume of Fred Emmings that you own?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably super easy to check. It's probably like 10% or something. 5%.
How many do you have? Well, I'll just
just say 100 and say 110 or something.
The last thing we have here. So there are 194. Oh, you have most. Well, yeah. So there's 900 limiteds.
Yeah.
Do you know how many limited Freds you have?
I don't off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a website I can type that into.
Probably 2 of them.
It's waiting. It's waiting to.
You can't believe it has to count this many.
111 total.
So 100. So yeah, 10%, way more than 10% of the limited supply.
Nice.
And how many rares do you have?
So it's 111 total cards.
Okay.
But they're mostly limited.
And no super rares?
It won't. No, one super rare. It won't show me the breakdown.
Where are you looking? On Sorare data?
Yeah. I think I own too many, and it breaks.
And it breaks.
Yeah.
Shocking. So yeah, you own like 6% of the super rare. Sorry. Oh, you didn't see him.
Probably about 10 rares or
10.
something. 7, 8. Yeah. I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever.
U23 until 2028, folks. The dream
so
well alive.
Right.
Andy, Halogen's curious what's the deal with Fred Emmings and what did they miss?
There's no deal. It was just like an experiment like 2 years ago. I was like, hey, there's this guy that he's an MLS guy. He's going to be U23 for freaking ever. I'm going to buy a shit ton of his cards. And then when he's the goalie in 2 years, I'll sell them for a profit. Well, the market changed a little bit.
Actually, I should just go to your gallery.
Riveting content, Laird, when we could be talking about Essence.
I think we figured out. I thought we were, to be honest, I got like feedback from people that we were like pushing Essence too much. And
we weren't talking about Fred enough.
And we weren't talking about Fred enough.
Yeah. If I could burn those, should I burn them for Essence?
Wow. That's how far we've gone.
I won't do it. Not doing it.
Change his name to Fred Essence.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good comment.
Now we are talking here.
Yeah.
All right, last question on this. Do you think that we will ever be able to use Essence to craft something other than cards?
Like make a level up?
Where's your imagination take you, Andy?
Takes me into my factory, Laird.
What are we producing in this factory with our Essence?
They should have like other things, probably. They got to be a little careful with where they go with that. But it was that bad.
I forget what flavor this is. Arctic Blast, or I don't know. Whoa.
The purple
traditional
ones.
Gatorade.
All right, let's just have it out. We've never talked about Gatorade flavors and what's best. So purple flavor's best.
Oh.
Purple flavor, anything. Grape, Kool-Aid, grape, Mios, grape. The plastic popsicles back in the day. They're the plastic ones.
Like in the plastic sugar water.
Yep, the purple ones of those, the best. Purple flavor, best. Red usually is up there. Red's always delicious.
I'm like fruit punch is usually like my go-to.
Yeah. And then, it varies like like yellow Gatorade's pretty good. Orange Gatorade's pretty good.
What's yellow?
Yellow is like what is that, like lemon or something? I don't know. Was never a huge fan of the white one.
Again, I'm like a Gatorade traditionalist, and you know what? I don't even know if they make my favorite flavor anymore.
All right, so when you say traditionalist, that's like orange. Orange Gatorade is like traditional Gatorade.
I think the lemon lime is traditional, but I actually don't like that one. I do like orange. I do like fruit punch. The one that was always my favorite, which I don't know if I never drink Gatorade, which I think they still, excuse me, I don't know if they still make, is Citrus Cooler, which was Michael Jordan's favorite, which they literally used to write on the bottle.
Okay, a name doesn't do anything for me. I need a color.
It's like a dark yellow. Here, it's this one, apparently. Andy, I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna explain give an example of how old I am. Oh, here it is. Gatorade Citrus Cooler, still out there, but in limited distributions. By far the best. I remember.
Let me guess. Wait, let me guess. You helped create the formula for Gatorade.
No.
Well, just like after everything we saw today, I thought that might be something that was in your past. But okay,
so. I will say, I'm so old that I used to drink Citrus Cooler.
Wait,
in glass bottles.
When you say I'm so old, I think the chat has to say, "How old, Laird?"
How are you? Yeah. No, but I like Citrus Cooler. I mean, all Gatorades used to come in a glass bottle, and that's how long I know that I've been drinking Citrus Cooler Gatorade. Where's the bottle? Here it is. This one right here. And on the back,
I do remember those.
It said Michael Jordan's favorite flavor.
Huh.
Wow, somebody's actually selling one. A full bottle. 46 ounces sealed. Brand new.
How much we talking?
These are like the people who, what do you call it? That save up all their Essence boxes. $250. Oh, wait. Oh,
here we go. Doesn't say it.
For that deep down body thirst. Hell yeah. This is on. Oh, man.
If you bought it, would you drink it? There's no way Gatorade expires, right?
Like, it was never this color. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't see an expiration.
It's a good point.
I'd try it.
46 ounces, a big bottle. You got to be so thirsty. Anyway, sorry. That was the best flavor. And then otherwise it's just fruit punch. But these new ones, I don't even know what this super rare one is, but it's like.
My kids love the blue one. So that, like, we have blue Gatorade in the house all the time. And it's
like this, fine. Or is it like blue?
It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Arctic Frost or something, you know,
something like that. Yeah. Yeah. They all have the names don't matter. And them even naming them something is stupid. It should just be blue. Like when you go, okay, here's a great example. When you go to somewhere where you have to, like a soccer park, and you've got to go to the concessions and you've got to get a Gatorade. What do you say? I'll take a blue Gatorade. Or I'll take a red Gatorade.
Yeah.
You're not like, sir, may I please have an Arctic Blast? That's not happening. Give me the blue one.
Andy.
And you do that. I know you do it because you go to these concession stands for your kid. He's just played a game. He's dead tired, and you're asking for the color.
Yeah. No, you're not.
And even
wrong.
when you ask, when you ask little Larry, you're like, "Hey, what do you want?" He's like, "Get me a blue one, Dad."
Yeah, blue. Yeah. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. How many flavors of Gatorade are there?
It's gonna be big because there's some absolute shitters out there. Have you ever had the cucumber flavored one? Yeah, and I bet somebody in our chat's gonna be like, "What are you talking about? That's like the best one." But there's some really weird ones out there.
Yes, we have. Here too.
I think it's got to be like 100 or something.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're not even close. It's
Too
22.
low?
22.
22. That that seems way too low.
Powerade is better than Gatorade, apparently. So I'm looking at an article from delish.com where they rank the top Gatorades, but only true Gatorade thirst quencher, not G2, which has half the sugar, G0, which has no sugar, or
Right.
Gator Light, which is Gatorade's latest edition with more electrolytes and less sugar.
So that's like Pedialyte.
Yes.
Did you ever drink Pedialyte when your kids were sick?
So you know what's really funny? No, but we were at the self-checkout the other day, and I don't know why they lock up the Pedialyte, but the Pedialyte was like right behind us, and my son was like, "Isn't that what you used to drink?" And I'm like, "No, that's not what I drink." Anyway,
I wonder why they lock up Pedialyte. Is it maybe kind of expensive?
I have no idea.
I remember buying it like when my kids got like the flu or something. I'd buy a bunch of Pedialyte and have them chug it.
I mean,
I don't remember it being expensive.
I'm going to go through this list quickly, and then I'll let you get back to work. So this list is already absurd because number one is lemon lime, which is like.
I feel like they have to almost do that though, because like when you think of Gatorade, traditionally it's like the yellow drink, right?
ZM Star said drunk college kids steal Pedialyte. That's why they have to lock it up.
Yeah.
So it said if you bottled Sunshine, it would taste like this. That's the lemon lime. But anyway, number two is fruit punch. Yeah. Fruit punch. Number three is orange. Let's get one thing out of the way. Its name is super boring. Orange. Like what? That's all you've got? It's nonetheless a beloved classic. Anyway, four is...
It's the one they got right.
So I'm going to twist this into a little more of a game. Number four is Riptide Rush. Do you know what color that is?
That seems purple. Seems purple.
Nailed it. Well done. Well done. If you asked me if Riptide Rush was a Gatorade flavor, I would tell you it's an Old Spice deodorant. Anyway. Number five is Cool Blue. So they actually like legitimately call this one blue, which is great.
Good.
That's
They should.
Yeah. Cool Blue has a refreshing smoothness to it that I could only compare to what I assume the fresh flowing mountain stream water from a tropical alien planet must taste like, says Delish Senior Post-Production Supervisor Philip Swift. Anyway, number six is Frost Glacier Freeze. Also,
That's the white one. That's the white one, isn't it? No?
Light blue?
They're the same thing.
No. This is Cool Blue, and this is clearly different. This one has more water in it. Anyway.
Scott Smith said if only marketing of Sorare was this easy.
Frost Glacier Cherry. What color is that?
Glacier makes me want to say the white one. Whenever I see the glacier, yeah.
Bang.
And it's shit. It's bad.
White cherry?
Yeah, come on.
Braden said the two blue ones taste totally different too. Cool Blue tastes like melted blue popsicle. It doesn't feel.
It gives you like that scratchy feeling in your throat. You get those like microplastics in you.
Right. Fierce Green Apple, which is very green.
I don't think I've ever had that
wonder
one.
what it would be like to drink a green apple Jolly Rancher.
I mean, that seems. Have you ever seen someone like playing a sport and just like drinking that green stuff? No. Yeah.
You will find tons of memes making fun of this supposed awful flavor. Apparently, Andy Black.
No, Ellie Black. Why is it the Habsburg jaw?
When you try that line.
It makes you inbred, apparently.
Yeah, worlds colliding for you here. Anyway, it's the thinking man's Gatorade.
Oh, man.
Frost Icy Charge. I thought it was Frosty Ice Charge. Frost Icy Charge.
Red.
Another blue, light blue. I'm giving
How
away
many blues?
the next
Yeah,
one.
the next one's blue.
Fierce blue
There's
cherry.
like so many blues. There's too many blues.
Too many blues. And then Frost Arctic Blitz.
Another blue. That's blue,
The
right?
light-
Or green?
Light watermelon mixed with honeydew. The next one is strawberry lemonade, which sounds lovely.
Pink, right?
And fierce grape. It's like I'm not sure. Yeah. And then there's yours. There's your favorite grape. Dead last on the list.
Just any purple will do.
Yeah.
The flavor doesn't matter. The color is what matters.
Mike was asking about Pedialyte. This is what Pedialyte is. I mean, it's literally made for infants who are like dehydrated, or college kids who are dehydrated.
Right. Not hungover, dehydrated is the term we're looking for here.
Right.
They make, college kids should really look into this because they make alternatives where it's just like the powder that you add to like a glass of water.
Yeah.
And you put it in there and then you chug that and it's
The hydration crystals.
Yeah. Yep. Instead we're stealing Pedialyte.
ZM-Star said, this is why our journalism and media has turned to shit. The way this person attempts to describe the flavors other than color makes them sound like a tool. So they didn't actually do it. It was the reviews of people who had them. They were trying too hard.
They still chose to use those.
True.
Yeah.
Strawberry Cowpole is a cult hero. I don't know what that means.
Jerem said that Jiz Hornkamp loves Glacier Cherry. It's his favorite one. I don't know how he knows that, but
I'm not going to ask any more questions. I bet people could have guessed that a discussion about Essence ended up at Gatorade.
I mean, it started with Gatorade and it ended with Gatorade, right? There was really no factories involved, though. I still really want to see how the factories play into all this. Maybe it's part of the distribution method, or the bottling process. I don't know.
We'll interesting. I didn't even think about that the factories were actually going to be used to produce the essence. I thought it was just the cards.
Well, I don't know. We don't know.
I mean, theoretically, people should be able to, somebody will be able to craft a milestone 1 card in 2 weeks. Right? Like, shouldn't somebody, I think we lost Andy. Like, shouldn't somebody have, like, somebody will hit the jackpot. Like what am I saying? The 20 essence. That's the first one. So anyway, well, since Andy's frozen, we'll just forget about him. No. Oh, well. Anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout to Quinny. Good luck with all your essences. That's right, Recomon. You could technically get 60. Yeah. Well, probably. Well, yeah, per scarcity. I don't know. We'll see. Can we solve Earth's plastic bottles by reusing bottles for our essence? Maybe. Can I get 10 cents back in Michigan if I return my essence canister? That's a great one. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Good luck on all your essence boxes and whatnot. And yeah, we'll see you around.